Regardless of your parenting, sometimes your children will make a believer out of you. Okay, so I'm not going to sing my intro, but peace YouTube, who is Sugar, back with another video. Alright, so today is Thursday, and I know I normally do a question of the day for Thursday, but today I'm not going to do that because I have a public service announcement. Alright, so I know I have a lot of children and a lot of preteens and a lot of teens who subscribe to my channel and watch my videos. So this public service announcement is for you. Yes, you. Okay, listen. I know it's hard to be a teenager or a child in 2012. It was hard for me many years ago, but not that many years, because you know. With that said, you are going to be exposed to all types of things. Some of them good things, some of them not so good. Let's talk about the stuff that's not so good. You know, once upon a time, you had to leave your house to be exposed to some tomfoolery, but not nowadays. The mess is coming through the phone via text message. It's on your computer. It's on your television screen. It is just all types of mess all over the place. And then you leave the house, you go to school, it's a mess. You walk down the street, it's a mess. You go to the store, it's a mess. Listen, it is up to you to filter out the good stuff from the bad stuff. I know it's hard. Peer pressure is no freaking joke, okay? You know how many times I sat here and watched a YouTube video and somebody is like, girl, this lipstick is amazing. And you know what I went and did? I went, left my house and went and bought the lipstick. So I understand that peer pressure is tough. You have to keep in mind that certain things that you may engage in, they may have some terrible consequences. For example, you have sex. Guess what? Not only could you end up with a baby, okay? You could end up with some sexually transmitted infection. Your baby mama, baby daddy, or whoever could be crazy. That might not even be your kid. So you done raise a child for 18 years and then come to find out on their 17th and 3/4 birthday situation, that child is not even yours. You have to think about that. Plus, a lot of you all are really not emotionally ready to be engaging in sex. I know it's easy to say than done. Sex is being thrown at you like crazy, but you have the option to say no. Let's talk about alcohol, drugs, and weed. I saw the other day on TV that kids are apparently drinking hand sanitizer to get drunk, right? And I'm just like, what type of mess of all the things to do? I'm like, really? Hand sanitizer? Look. I don't know if you've heard this probably all your life. There is a reason why you have to be 21 years old to drink. I have never smoked a cigarette. Not never. For me, I think it's a terrible habit. It is really expensive. Like a freaking carton of cigarettes gonna cost you a whole heap of money, okay? So first of all, you don't have a job, all right? Most of y'all don't have a job. 2, cigarettes stink. They leave all types of evidence and stuff just behind. And it's just like, really? You gonna smoke? Really? Do you realize what cigarettes have the potential to do to your body? Come on. Weed. Not only is weed illegal, but you should not be smoking it. I'm like, come on, man. Really? You just go smoke some weed. Prior to me resigning from my job, I used to work with children. Man, look, children are doing all types of mess, okay? You're like, but Suge, my child ain't doing that. Don't think your child is not, because I'm telling you, you may raise your child a certain way, but when they leave the house and they go to school, there is a child out there right now who they parents ain't doing what they supposed to do, and they have been exposed to all types of mess. So guess what they do? They expose your child to the mess. And unfortunately, some of our kids don't have the thing to say no. Look, I know sometimes your id acts up. You're like, but Suge, what's the id? The id is seen as the core of personality. Blah, 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 blah. The id also reflects those characteristics associated with the unacceptable urges, desires, memories, and impulses found in the unconscious region. Don't let your id get you in trouble. I know that stuff seems really enticing. You're just like, I just need to try this, and this. But understand that trying this, and this will have consequences. Sadly, some of our kids don't think when you get in trouble, not only do they look at you crazy, but they look at your parent like, what the hell? So think about some of the things that you do before you do it. It is okay to say no. It is okay to be a leader. No, it's not cool. They may call you a cornball and some more mess. But guess what? Later on down the road, if they continue on with that cycle of madness, they will get tricked up in some mess. Okay, trust me, I have seen it. And some of y'all are young, y'all thinking, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get this stuff out the way, and then by the time I end up being an adult, I'm gonna be straight. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. When you act up in the community, when you act up at school, that stuff stays with you. You end up with the record. You may decide in your 12th grade year that, hey, I think I may go to college. Well, guess what? If you got 11,000 suspensions on your record, colleges may not accept you. If you have all this criminal tomfoolery going down, you may not be able to join the military or work for the government. You have to think about this stuff. And it's really selfish. You know, as a parent, most of us, we just want you to do your freaking chores, okay? Do your homework, go to school, make decent grades. When you start introducing all this other mess into the equation, it's like, come on, really? For the parents, look, I know it can be challenging when you have children. Like all these books behind me, children do not come with the manual. So I encourage you to stay positive, stay encouraged. Don't go to jail because you done choked out your child. It's really not worth it. Look, I had to call my mama, okay? And she was like, Shug, you know, it's something about these new age kids. When you was growing up, the only issue you had was you was talking too much. And then my sisters came, you know, several years later, and she just like, you know, that generation, I don't know. And I'm looking at the generation now and I'm just like, oh, I need for y'all, for real, to get it together. You guys are the freaking future, and if y'all doing this mess now, I'm like, oh, see, you know what? And on that note, I am going to go. Parents, stay encouraged. Children, if you're doing what you're supposed to do, please stay encouraged. I know it is difficult, but I'm telling you, it's going to pay off. You're going to look back at these years and you're going to say, I am so glad that I did what I was supposed to do. Or you're going to look back and say, dang, I should have listened to my mama and my teacher and that girl on the internet. I don't remember her name, but she used to have a cat that was crazy as I don't know what. You're going to look back at these times and you're going to say, I wish I could have. So yeah, I'm about to go before I mess around and bust out crying, y'all. As always, thank you so much for watching and supporting, and I'll see you guys really soon. Be blessed. Peace.